I built Clash Royale out of Lego. And now, when I decided to build this, I didn't want it to only look like Clash Royale, I wanted it to be able to be played like Clash Royale. So I decided to make the bridge move. This allows troops to get from one side of the pitch to the other, and as you can see, is incredibly satisfying to look at. Building Clash Royale and deciding how to make it move, I needed a chain mechanism. Now this is the standard bigger chain, but it wasn't quite to scale, so I found this chain, and this was perfect, because as you can see, the brick fits on it perfectly, which means it's easier to connect a floor to it. This is what I came up with, and even though all the gears make it look relatively complicated, it's fairly simple. The motor is connected to a bevel gear, which then is slowed down by a lower gear ratio, which turns the road. Onto the towers, which I wanted to be as accurate as possible. These grey spikes down here, I tried to make as accurate as possible, and then the golden crown, which looks beautiful, and then this red flagging on the edge. There's then a simple Lion Knights minifigure as an archer with a 1x2 on the bottom, and then that lovely CMF king as the main king of the reds, and then on the blues, it's a similar king with that same hairpiece but a slightly different torso and cape. I'm now going to take you through each one of the Clash Royale troops I made out of Lego, starting with the most hated troop of all time, Expo. Fairly simple build, small little rope thing there. Looks fairly realistic, and I'm pretty happy with it. Then, my favourite card in the game, Balloon. Here it is with that lovely snot technique with the ball. And that lovely Skelly dropping a bomb there. Beautiful. Next, I have Skellies. They're very simple, pretty self-explanatory. 3 basic skeleton minifigures with those tiny little dagger swords. Then it's Ewis with that, I think it's a CMF torso, crazy hairpiece, and some electricity, of course. Following that is Hog Rider with a Minecraft pig, and lovely blacksmith hammer, mohawk, and basketball player's head, actually. Then, of course, the most hated card in the game, apart from Expo, Mega Knight. Most loved and hated card. Very big fig that I built. I love the fists. They're definitely the best part of this figure. Next up, Goblins, or Goblin Barrel without the barrel. These are the CMF Orc figure, these guys. And they're quite self-explanatory with the big mouthpiece removed. Next, Ice Golem, which I think is like a Bigfoot minifigure or something like that. Magic Archer, which is one of my favourite figures. This is actually Legolas, but then with some blue, fluorescent blue stuff to make it look like a bow like that, with that really nice archer cape there. Next is Mini P.E.K.K.A., one of the best cards in the game. Fairly self-explanatory with an orc sword. Right, I'm going to speed run the next fruit. Sparky, very nice, classic card. Knight, very basic knight, nice fig. Then these two are interesting. The Fire Spirit and Ice Spirit, which are just like 2 faces on a crystal, because they're quite easy and they look pretty good. Then it is Dark Prince. That lovely big bulky shield and his mace on a black horse, of course. Dark Prince. Goblin Drill. Quite self-explanatory. There's the drill, there's the goblin. Inferno Dragon. Now this one is a cool one with that lovely bionicle head right there, and of course the barrel on the top and those tiny little wings that don't look like they're supporting. Then is the Fireball, which is quite cool. It's just like a shell, and you can put a card in it, and it just devours it, basically. It's quite a cool Fireball. Then the Golden Knight, another great figure with that big King Leo sword there, if anybody knows. The Valkyrie, simple fig, big axe, cool ginger hair. Finally, we've got Archers, which don't look very accurate because they've got the red hair instead of the pink hair, but they still look quite nice. Elite Barbs with those lovely Viking hats, and then the Barb Barrel with the barb hidden inside, and the lock. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more like this.